everyone. Welcome back everyone to this live demo session on SAP ABAP on HANA come S4 HANA training. In this next 1 hour session, I am going to take you through the brief introduction of what is ABAP on HANA. We are going to build a very simple use case and consider that inspired by Olympics of 2020. In this demo session, I'm going to take you through the core concepts and a brief overview of what you're going to learn in the next 40 hours. This training is divided into 40 hours in different phases. We will discuss our agenda first, and then we will talk about who is this course for. So let's understand our agenda for today's demo. First, we are going to talk about who is this training for. Is this relevant for my role in the company? What is the overview of this training? What is that you're going to learn in this course? We will have also a small use case demo planned for all of you. Then we will discuss our use case and we will implement it live in the system. Finally, we have some of the frequently asked questions and question answer sessions from your side. I would request all the participants to keep their line muted throughout the demo, and towards the end, I will give you ample time to ask your questions. So let's understand who is this course for. So this course is designed for anyone who is an ABAP consultant currently working in industry and want to embrace the change in the technology to make your ABAP program run better on HANA. As HANA is a in-memory database, you would like to understand what is the main benefits and how to optimize your code to run better on HANA. This course is designed for BW consultant who see a shift in industry going towards S4 HANA and would like to build CDS views and create analytics and use embedded analytics in SAP. You can also consume the CDS views in Analytics Cloud, including OLAP tools. This training is also designed for Scrum professionals and masters who would like to understand the HANA-based development process and estimate better for their projects for tomorrow. Finally, this training is also for any SAP technical consultant enthusiast who would like to build amazing applications on SAP S4HANA by utilizing the full potential of HANA as a in-memory database. What can you expect in this 40-hour training? This training is divided into 4 phases. We are going to learn in the first phase the new ABAP syntax, the ABAP language improvements for NetWeaver 7.4 and 7.5. We'll talk about the frameworks like integrated data access, business object processing framework with CDS, and whole lot of new stuff which comes with ABAP language now. In the phase 2, we are going to learn S4HANA with virtual data modeling. We will see how to fully leverage S4HANA stack and migrate your custom code from ECC to S4HANA and utilize the standard virtual data models built in S4HANA for analytics. You will also understand in and out of migration strategy of your custom code to S4HANA. In the third phase of this training, we will learn how SAP HANA is structured. As I told you, there is zero prerequisite. You should not have any prerequisite to know HANA in past. We will cover basics of HANA, its architecture, components, and different tools like Business Application Studio, HANA Studio, ABAP Development Tool on Eclipse, how to set up these tools, configure them right for free, and use them. This training in the last phase, we will learn end-to-end CDS view development, including OData, ABAP Managed Data Procedure, so-called AMDP, and Fiori applications. We will see how to build HANA optimized Fiori applications with S4 HANA stack and push down more and more logic to the database so that your applications are optimized. As you know, customers who do not adopt Fiori in S4 HANA project, they will be not taking any benefit out of S4 HANA innovations. Hence, the new user interface and experience is Fiori. More and more Fiori apps are getting built these days on top of S4 HANA, and that's where this concept of Business Application Studio, OData services, CDS enabled OData is going to help us. We will Now we will move on to our today's use case. It's inspired by Olympics, Tokyo Olympics. So we have Tokyo Olympics data in our SAP S4HANA system in a custom table today. And I'm going to build a use case using embedded analytics to showcase the Tokyo Olympics dataset. The outcome of today's demo is this Fury application where we showcase different countries and their medals which were won. The total number of countries according to their medals, including gold, silver, and bronze. We will also display the similar data into a table structure. This is our end outcome today. I understand many of you have zero idea of Fiori, zero idea of BAS, zero idea of HANA, zero idea of OData. It is absolutely fine. In our detailed training, we're going to touch upon each and every aspect. This is just a demo today. So wanted to sensitize you all what kind of application you can expect on SAP. So let's first understand what tools are we going to use today for our demonstration purpose. So the very first thing which we are going to consider today when it comes to developing application will be we will be utilizing a tool to connect to our SAP Fiori app. So let's use a tools or set of tools which we are going to use in today's demo. I have already set up these tools in my system, but in our next session, I am going to take you through the detailed process of setting up these tools in your computer. This is a hands-on training. So you all will be able to do hands-on after my lecture in the live system and practice these exercises. So first thing, we wanted to build a Fiori application as you saw in the screenshot. In order to build this Fiori application, we will utilize a tool called Business Application Studio. This is the tool we're going to use. As a developer, you will be connecting to BAS through the browser and build a
Hey,
Fiori app. Then,
I only see the. I don't know if your screen is changing. I only see
oh, I'm really
green.
sorry.
Yeah,
Now I think
yeah,
you can see it now. Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks.
So this is the first part we are going to see today. And then we are going to see the Eclipse tool, so-called ABAP development tool on Eclipse. This is the next tool we are going to use, ABAP development tool on Eclipse. And then this is the tool we will be using to connect to our SAP ABAP development tool or application layer. We will be building a CDS view here. Of course, many of you are new to CDS view. Don't worry. Just you will see a glimpse of it today. But in coming classes, you will get a complete idea what is CDS view and how to use them. This is going to be built on SAP HANA database as we are using a S4 HANA system. As I told you that we are going to build a end-to-end use case like this, where I'm going to show you all the nitties and gritties of Olympics data, a chart of Olympics data where I will show you total number of gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal won by each of the country, and a beautiful table below. This is going to be our Fiori app outcome. So we are going to see this all end to end in the live system. So the first tool, as I told you, we are going to use the ADT tool, Business Application Studio tool, and the second is going to be ADT tool. What will be our strategy for development? So we are going to develop everything step by step through a complete end-to-end strategy. The very first thing is I have a custom table where I have Olympics data. This is the custom table I have in my SAP server, which I've created before this demo for all of you. On top of it, we are going to build a CDS view. Just think of a CDS view like a select query, which is going to read the data from database table and expose it out. But it's more than that. We will be able to aggregate the data, and that's where we have concept of annotations. So we will be aggregating the data, and we say we want to do a sum of number of medals per country, because that's our goal eventually in the final Fiori application. Then in the next step, this is going to be of type cube view. A cube view is a special view which is used to aggregate the data. On top of this cube view, I'm going to build another CDS view called CDS Analytics view for the purpose of Fiori app consumption. And this view will start with C underscore because it's a consumption CDS view. This will be exposing our data out of our SAP system through a O data service because we want to build Fiori app, not classical GUI app. Since we want to build Fiori app which runs on browser, it's extremely important that we expose our data as a service out. And then finally, we will build a Fiori app which is going to consume this data. So to expose the data out, we will use OData. If you are new to OData, don't worry about it. We will learn this in our unit number 7 more in detail. So we are going to mark this as an analytic query. And then this is going to be exposed as OData service out. So these are all the annotations you see at the rate of, these are called annotations. We're going to put in the CDS view. This is what makes CDS view special as compared to your classical views or DSOs or BACS queries in the PW system. Our final application is going to be having a list report application, analytic list page application, which will have a chart in the middle and also a table at the bottom as I showed you in the screenshot. Now, you don't need to have an immense Fiori experience in past. Neither you have to have any past experience of developing JavaScript, because we will be utilizing Business Application Studio tool, which is such an amazing tool, offers you out of the box templates. Using these templates, anybody can build Fiori apps without much technical knowledge on Fiori. So let's go to our system and first explore our database table. As I told you, we have the data of Olympics already stored for you in a custom table. And here we have the country ranks, the name of the country, and the number of medals they have won in the Olympics. I took this use case because everybody can relate to it. I don't want it to bombard you with ERP concepts. Something which is very simple, anyone can understand. And that's the idea of taking this use case, which all of us can relate to the real life. All right. So now I will start with building my first CDS object, my CDS view. To do that, I will switch over to my system. And this is the tool I was talking about, the ABAP development tool on Eclipse, so-called ADT. We are going to learn in our next class how to set up this tool in your local computer. You all will be able to set up, guys. This tool is absolutely free. Yes. And our next class is exactly going to be how to set up this tool in your computer. But for simplicity of the demo, I have already done that in my system. This training is designed for a beginner who has absolutely no knowledge on Abap on HANA and can build these end-to-end use cases out of the box. All right, so let's create our first CDS view, so-called core data and service. I choose that and I say next. And I'm going to follow naming convention. I'm going to create a composite view. Let's say Abap on HANA, and I'll say Olympics. Why we call it as a composite view? Because it is going to basically do an aggregation of my data. I click on next and define a view. Now, the moment a view is defined, you see a skeleton got generated by this tool automatically. In this skeleton, the very first important thing is this view name. System will create a DDIC view based on this view. So what will be the name of that DDIC view? We need to specify that here. So let's give some name, Z C O A O H O L Y. And now I'm going to use our database table, Z Olympics. You can do control space to do code completion. Now again, we do control space to add all the fields from Olympics table. Think of it as a select query in typical ABAP system or typical system. Now this is what we are doing. We are reading all the data, but at the same time, I want to total the gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal for each of the country. So we will use a special annotation called default aggregation equals to sum. We are going to total up the number of medals, and that's all. System will understand this very well, and it will automatically calculate a total of number of medals for us. At the same time, system will also mark these properties as numbers. Numbers have special significance when it comes to building analytics. You will see that in few seconds. So we are done with our first step, building a aggregated view, but hey, we did not mark it as a cube. So let's do that. I'm going to go up and say analytic details, data category as cube. So those who come from BW background, this is equivalent to creating a DSO. Those who are not from BW background, just remember, whenever we sum up the data, we always mark the view type as cube. Next step is to build a consumption view, which is what I will be using in my Fiori application. To do that, we go into switch over back to the system and create our next view. on top of the current view, and it starts with C. C means consumption. I'm going to teach you virtual data modeling concept in Unit 13, where you will understand what is interface, consumption, composite, different types of views. I'll choose Olympics, consumption CDS view, and I will click on finish to create my next view. Let's give a name here on the top again. We will discuss all these annotations in Unit 11, where I will deep dive inside the CDS concept for you. And now I'm going to use my previous view over here, and let's add all the properties. The very next step is to register this as a OData service so that we can consume the data on our Fiori application. So I will go back and now mark this as a OData.publish equals to true. Wow, that's all. We have exposed our data successfully out of SAP server as a service. We will learn the basics of OData in unit number 10 in this course. So those who are new to OData, don't worry, we will discuss that in unit 10 of this training. And I will also mark here analytic query equals to 2. So those who from BW background, this is equivalent to building a BAX query in SAP system. As the next step, my OData will be auto created with the name of the CDS view underscore CDS. You can just hover the mouse and check that. Here it is. And now we can register this OData service in our SAP server. For this, I will open a SAP GUI window using Ctrl+6 shortcut. We will learn the shortcuts command in our session number 3 for ADT. Let's go to the transaction code /IWFND/main service transaction. This is the place where we can register our service so that we can expose our ERP data out of SAP server. Let's click on add button and we add this service out. I know many of you, it's very difficult and hard to understand what am I doing here in these steps, but don't worry, all these steps are step-by-step learning for us in next 40 hours. My goal was to cover a end-to-end use case which all of you can relate to and understand what kind of apps are possible with SAP these days. This is the goal, and in that direction I have designed this demo. But it's just a demo, you don't need to panic. But at least it will also give you a big picture of what we are expected to see in this training end to end. All right, so now it's time to test our service so that we can just go ahead and confirm if my data is coming out or not. So you can see it has created a exposure of OData, and I say open, it launched my service into the browser. Wow. So my ERP data is exposed now on the internet. Yes, which means now I can utilize this data to build a application which can access the data over the browser. For that, now I'm going to go to Business Application Studio tool, which is running already here. And I'm going to build an application over here, which I told you. To do that, we will create a view, find command, and choose a option to create a Fiori app. So we choose an option called Fiori. And now I see a lot of options here out of the box. This is the tool we are going to learn in unit number 13 when we start building our Fiori apps. So I will show you how to set up this tool in your own system. Absolutely free again. This tool is also free. So we can go back and search Fiori. And now I will open Fiori application generator so that I can start creating my first Fiori app. Let me maximize this. And now we are going to choose application type Fiori analytic list page. Click on next. Let's give a name to this application. So it is asking me, where do I get data from? I say, okay, you can take data from this OData service, which I just created. So please connect to my SAP server. And I have also configured a connection to our S4HANA system before this demo. I will show you this in unit number 14, how to create a connection to your company system or your S4HANA system in your company. This is all also we will be covering in unit number 14 in our course, more in detail. But for demo, I have already configured it. And now I am going to choose our OData service name, which is same name as the CDS name underscore CDS.
Sir, I have
Nice.
a question.
Let's take the questions towards the end, Ayush. Yes, all the questions we will
Sir,
take at the end.
my first question is that how do
Let's
we
take all the
connect our
questions
backend
towards
system
the end,
to?
Ayush. It is going to break the demo flow. In regular classes, I will allow you to ask questions in the middle. As it's a demo session, we will do it at the end. Otherwise, it will open series of questions for all of you. So kindly park your question and we will see it at the end of the demo. Cool. So now I say next, and everything seems to be okay for me here. And I say next, and now I will give my project name. So let me give our project name as, let's say, Anubhav Trainings CDS Olympics. And let's give a application title, and we can just click on finish button. So you see in few seconds, a application gets generated for us with the name called ATS Olympics. It has generated everything out of the box. I don't need to have any Fiori knowledge at all to build such an amazing application. It is now installing all the required dependencies to run this app. And now we can go ahead and right away test this application. So I will right click and choose open a preview for this application so that I can see right away a Fiori app on my screen. Of course, this Fiori app is not going to show anything to us because we didn't even tell yet to this Fiori app what is the chart I want, what is the table I want, what are the columns in the table I want. I didn't tell anything at all to this Fiori app yet. Hence, this Fiori app looks absolutely nothing. It has nothing inside. However, user can choose here columns. Yes, and it will show the data, but I don't like it. I don't want user to do that every time. I want user to automatically see all these columns out of the box when my application starts. Yes, that's what I want. So what do I do? As a developer, I will go back to my CDS view. And this is where the real power of CDS view comes into picture in SAP system. This is what makes CDS view very unique as compared to your data dictionary views. We are going to add an annotation called UI annotation. And since my table is called line item, I will put a line item annotation with a position as 1. This is my first column of the table. Now I will put second column as gold medal, third column as silver medal, and last column as bronze medal as my columns. Maybe I will also add total medals for this country. Wow. I will activate and boom, that's all. Watch out the magic of this. I will switch over back to my Fury app and refresh. Last time you were seeing there were no columns out of the box. I have to add them manually. But this time when I refresh, just sit, enjoy and relax and watch out. It is going to automatically create columns in my application, in my table. It brings down the effort of building an application for you with the help of annotation concept. That's where CDS plays a very crucial role. There you go. You can see the same order of the column is respected. First is team name, gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal, and total medal. We've got exact same order of the columns in the table. But where's my chart? So coming back to the requirement document, my requirement was to showcase here countries and break down of these countries in terms of the number of medals they won in total with a breakup of gold, silver, and bronze medals. So to do that, I would like to take you back to the childhood days of building maths, simple mathematics. When you want to build charts on mathematics, you will draw a chart something like this, where you will have x-axis and you will have y-axis. Usually on an x-axis, we put categories. Suppose in this case, I want to put USA, China, Republic or Olympic Committee of Russia, Russia Olympic Committee, then let's say Argentina, Australia, yes, different countries. This is my x-axis. We call it as categories. Then I have y-axis where I will put my numbers. Usually on y-axis we put always numbers. Remember, few seconds ago I was telling numbers have a special importance for analytics. So here we put our numbers. These numbers we are going to put here, plot here, and then we are going to basically boil down these numbers on different medals. So I want gold medals, silver medals, and bronze medals for USA. Similarly, gold, silver, and bronze. Similarly, gold, silver, bronze. So I want a breakup. So basically my y-axis is broken down into three pieces: gold, silver, and bronze. Hence, I would say I have three simultaneous axes on my y-axis. I call it as axis 1, axis 2, and axis 3. So considering this in mind, we are going to now build our chart. And for that, good news, you don't have to write too much of complex code. It can be done out of the box using, again, a concept of annotation. So by the way, x-axis is also called dimension and y-axis is called measure. So on the measure axis, we are going to put three measures: gold, silver, bronze, with their axis properties. And on x-axis, I'm going to put dimension as categories, and it is going to be the country name. Yes. So let's go back and design a annotation right here, right now. I will go back and put another annotation. We're going to discuss these things also once again in detail, step by step in unit number 20 and 18. Yes, more in detail again. This is just a demo again to sensitize you all what kind of capability we are going to learn in this whole training. So let's come back and put my chart type. I want a column stack chart. So I do control space to see code completion, and then I will say title. So my medals, and then I will put here dimensions. What dimensions I want? Dimension is team NOC, and then I will have dimension properties. My dimension name is again team NOC. This is the name of the country basically, and the role is going to be category. This is going to be plotting on my x-axis. However, on my y-axis, I'm going to plot measures. I'm going to use three measures, which is gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medals. And I will say these measures, how they are depicted to the user. So my first measure, which is my gold medal, is going to be my first axis. So I will say measure type, role is axis 1. Nice. Then this is going to be coming as a data point, very important, because it's a measure, it's a number. And next, I'm going to repeat this for my next medals, which is silver medal and bronze medal. Rather than taking a very complex example of, purchase order delivery notes, or maybe a sales order, or maybe, a purchase contract or a accounting document, I simplified it, try to make you understand with a very simple real life use case. It could be coronavirus, it could be Olympics, it could be anything. Yes, it could be IPL. You can use any data and build analytics with these real use cases in of your life using S4HANA. Wow, we are done with this. Switch over back and just enjoy the show. Refresh. My hands are up. I'm not touching the system again. And let's see what are we expecting now. So when the application loads, and I will be definitely hitting the go button, you will see magic will happen on the screen. Let's shoot, and tan, 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 a beautiful chart comes up. Let me maximize the size of the chart, and it's showing for each country how many medals they've got for gold, silver, and bronze. Wow. You can see here, this is the data. But now suppose my manager says, Anubhav, I don't want to see all the countries. Show me only top 5 countries, please. No problem. Switch over back. We can really do that. It's called presentation variant, and I'm going to say group by the data based on the total medals, and we wanted to group by the data, or we wanted to sort the data. So let me do sort order by total medals in descending order. Exactly. So we can put here by, and direction is descending order. And I'm only interested to see only the top 5. Yes, that's what I am interested. So let's see limit. We're going to put here a limit property. Yes, size limit. So there is also a property for limiting it, basically. Item size. Let me just check. So the max item property. I will choose at, let's say I want only top 5 countries, and I will activate. No need of complex ABAP code, no need of writing select query, nothing. It's all going to be taken care by the system out of the box for you, optimized on top of SAP HANA. It is going to be much faster, and you will get a application ready out of the box without any true knowledge on Fiori. If we can do in last 30 minutes such an amazing use case, you can imagine after 40 hours of learning of this training, what big achievements you can gain in your company, what kind of applications you can really deliver with confidence in your company. Yes. So it's having some issue, I guess. Let me just check. It's throwing some error. Yes, it's throwing some error. Total medal is not selected, therefore it is not coming. Okay. So there's a problem with the total medal property. It is not selected, it seems here. So yes, we forgot to add it in the measures, very important property. So good that we got this error. We will learn also the troubleshooting where the problems are. And now let me give a try. Refresh. It has to be a measure because it is considered for the chart. So I'm going to go back. Let's go. It's going to load in few seconds. And now let's go. Dan, dan, dan. Last top 5 countries. Wow. Look at the power of S4HANA and CDS. You can change the chart type here. Different types of charts are available for you to choose from. That's truly amazing. You get analytics. You will save millions of dollars of your company to buy a third-party analytics tool. For example, Analytics Cloud. If you learn Abap on HANA, you can build analytics out of the box on real-time data in your company. With S4HANA on real-time data, you can build data analytics out of the box, save millions of dollars to buy third-party additional tool and effort to move this data to other systems. All of this can be done out of the box on real data in your company system. This is called S4HANA Embedded Analytics, one of the killer feature of S4HANA. Why companies are going for S4HANA? Real-time data analytics, no cost, because if you buy third-party tools, there is a cost to it. Here it's absolutely free. You are doing it out of the box on real-time data. You not need to replicate data to a different system. It all can be done on a live system. With S4HANA Embedded Analytics, you get free features of Excel export, settings, everything is there, filtering, sorting, searching, slicing, dicing, everything you get out of the box. Thank you so much for S4HANA Embedded Analytics. Yes. So what did we saw in the demo? Let's quickly recap that. So we first started our ABAP development tool on Eclipse. We created our CDS view using virtual data modeling in S4. We added a couple of annotations. We registered a OData service and we built a Fiori application using Business Application Studio for the end user. So let me move to some of the frequently asked questions by many of you in the past. So do I need to have any prior knowledge on HANA to join this course? No. As I told you, this training is going to start with introduction of HANA. We will cover foundation of SAP HANA in this training. Anyone having zero knowledge and zero experience on HANA, you will be able to use it, able to learn it in this course because we will start with HANA introduction. How much is the ABAP knowledge required to learn ABAP on HANA? So you need to have very basic knowledge like what is data dictionary, internal table, basic syntax and function module. That too only 30% of this course topics required ABAP knowledge. Rest 70% topics are absolutely fresh. They don't need any prior ABAP experience at all. We will also rest all the topics are as new as for ABAPers like CDS views, AMDP, SQL scripting, HANA modeling. All these are the topics which are also new for any ABAP consultant as well. I am a BW consultant, BI consultant. Can I learn ABAP on HANA? Yes, definitely. And you must, because S4 HANA Embedded Analytics, as you saw today, is a amazing feature which saves cost, which brings live data for analytics in your company, and very important for you, because even for BW people nowadays we are building CDS views rather building backs and all. So a lot of companies are asking people to build CDS views and build analytics on top. How much deep knowledge of OOPS ABAP required? Just basic knowledge. If you know what is a class, interface, object, that's all. I mean, I think that's something which every software developer should know by their birth. Yes, if you are a software developer, then obviously you should have it. This is a developer course. This is a developer course, a course for people who love coding. Like I love coding. So if you love coding like me, then this is a course for you. We are going to do lots of coding in this course. So there is an amazing amount of potential for your career growth perspective also from this course. What about server access? Very important question asked by many of you. So you can use your company server. I will guide you. What can you check? Where can you check in your company system if that's ready to be utilized for this training? If not, then we will also provide you a single stop solution at Anubhav Trainings. I will guide you in session number 3 about server options. What server options are there for us? Believe me, I promise each one of you, no one of you go out of this training without any hands-on. You all will have hands-on experience, live experience in the live system, working with live examples. That's my promise to all of you. So that way you can rest assured you will definitely get also system access opportunity. So even you don't have a system, you are a freelancer consultant working or a contractor working in Canada, US, no worries. We have also provisioning done for you where you can get the server access from us, and it will work without any too much technical problems or technical configuration. Okay, which version of S4HANA and HANA we are going to use and learn? So we will use latest 2021 version of S4HANA and HANA 2.0 with ABA layer. That's the system we are going to use. How much of this course we are going to spend on CDS topic, because that's my main motive to behind attending this training. So around 40 to 50% time we're going to spend on topics on CDS views. Then there are side topics other than CDS, like CDS table function. These are additional topics which we are also cover, but majorly the CDS portion itself is a very big chunk of this training. Almost 40 to 50% of this course is around and on CDS. Do I need prior knowledge on OData? No. I will provide you basic complimentary session also on OData service. You don't need to have any knowledge on OData at all. So that is also we are going to cover. Can I also take this course in video mode? Yes, you can if timing doesn't suit you. If you are kind of very much rush into completing things faster, you have an ongoing project or project is about to come and it's your burning need and desire to complete the course fast, go with video mode training. Don't go with live training, because live training sessions will go with their own pace. You can go with video mode training. You will get absolutely same content on the video mode training, and you can ask your doubts via the email. What tools are we going to practice in this course? We're going to learn all the tools you need to know in S4HANA project. ABAP development tool is going to be major one. We will cover ADT installation in next class. We will learn Web IDE, BAS, HANA Studio, all the necessary tools and services you're going to see in this training. Yes. So just to also quickly recap, since my screen was not visible, this is what the user persona or developer persona is. If you are an ABAP consultant and want to embrace the change for the technological changes related to HANA and optimize your ABAP code, this course is for you. If you're a BW consultant willing to build CDS views, create analytics and expose data of analytics to BI or OLAP tools, this course is also for you. If you are a Scrum professional, Scrum master, Scrum lead who is willing to build HANA based development and estimate better for tomorrow, this training is also going to help you. Or if you are any SAP consultant, want to learn and build amazing Fiori application end to end on CDS, BOPF, end to end transactional application, analytical application, computational powers of S4 HANA and HANA, you wanted to fully leverage and utilize, then this course is also for you. This course is built and designed for champions. We make champions, and there are so hundreds and hundreds of success stories which I have here with you with today, where students have done miracles. They have 3 offers in their hand. They have turned the table, they have changed their career, they have transformed their life with these trainings on UI5, UI5, AWS. Then we have ABAP on HANA, CDS. These trainings helped students across the globe to transforming their career to take a completely new leap and even get a professionally salary, good respect in the team. A lot of these things help them. Even you go to TechEd, you are not able to understand what is the people saying, what people talking on internet. You will be able to start understanding these things. You will be able to consume content from internet as well after completing these trainings. There is a lot of confusion on internet. All of that will be eradicated. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much once again for joining this demo session, taking your time today. The demo session recording will also be available on YouTube. Remember, champions was once considered that refused to give up. So only the people who refuse to give up, that I will not give up, then the champions are made. And you have hundreds and hundreds of examples of champions of life which are there with us. This training is not just going to teach you the technical skills, but also going to give you the right spiritual skills which you need to work on projects. That's the end of my demo session. Now it's time for any of your questions, technical and functional questions, or any other questions related to the course before we start. But only please one by one. Don't interrupt each other. Please start one by one your questions. Your lines are open. It's all your turn. Now I'm all yours.
Hi Anubhav, this is
Hey,
Shesh here.
Uh,
hey Sesh.
Uh, yeah, Hi. I'm BW consultant and I'm very new to CDS View
Mhm,
creations. So I have two questions. First of all, what I read before that when we want to create CDS View, we need to create first of all basic view and then composite and then comes the consumption view.
mhm.
But in your example, I saw you had composite view directly and then the consumption. So that's the first question. And the second question is, how important is SAP Analytics Cloud uh, together with S/4HANA? Is it very much needed or it's just an add-on?
All right, perfect. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Let me answer these questions. So first, he has read that first we have to create basic, then composite, then consumption. So one thing you saw that what you read is good, but it's a best practice. It's not mandatory to create basic, composite, consumption. You can directly start with composite and consumption, and that's the reason I was able to get my desired output. If it would have been mandatory to create basic, then I wouldn't have got the desired output. So this is a gold standard. This is a best practice. So what you learned was a best practice. Of course, we are going to follow this best practice. Starting our unit number 13th, we are going to follow the same best practice, what you read, but more in detailed. Yes, this is also known as virtual data model in S4HANA. Second question, Analytics Cloud. Is it an add-on? Point one, it's not an add-on. Yes, it doesn't come out of the box or it doesn't come along with S4HANA. Analytics Cloud is a solution which is replacing BobJ, business object. So what typically happens, you have ERP. This ERP system is constantly collecting transactional data. This transactional data is getting stored in HANA. Now, there are two approaches where you can build analytics. One approach, what I showed you today, called embedded analytics. But you saw that to build embedded analytics, the technical skills are required. You need to have knowledge on CDS, OData, Fury, BAS, a lot of stuff. This requires a lot of technical abilities and skills to build analytics. Yes. So this is one option. The advantage is live and less costly. It is almost no cost because it comes out of the box from directly my live data system. Another option is I can buy a subscription of SAP Analytics Cloud, and there I don't have any coding experience required. I can just drag drop things and build my charts, analytics, geomaps, tables. So this is what I can do. This is a separate product by SAP, which means it's a product, hence you will be charged, your company will be charged separately. It's a software as a service offered on SAP Business Technology Platform, and somewhere the cost for the BI module only is $40 per user per month. Yes, this is the cost. So, and minimum you have to take 25 user for 1 year subscription plan. So there is a cost associated with it. So if your company has S4 HANA system, and if you have the right skill set, you will go with the analytics cloud. Sorry, you will not go with analytics cloud. You will go with this option. Option number two, why do we somebody go with analytics cloud? Suppose I have S4 HANA system, but in conjunction to that, I have other systems also in my company. Like I have, let's say, Salesforce. I have SuccessFactor. I have Ariba. I have Concur. I have Fieldglass. I have Oracle. I have Orafin. I have Teradata. So if I wanted to combine analytics of all these solutions together in one single place, then I can also go with SAP Analytics Cloud, because it offers me wide range of connectivity and bring my data, centralize it at one place and build analytics on top of it. It also has amazing features like Analytic Designer. We have predictive analytics with machine learning. We also have features like concepts of live data, acquired data, smart predict features are there. We can do machine learning in this. We can also utilize Analytics Cloud to build more complex analytics with geomaps, more fancy analytics without too much of technical skills. We have a separate training for Analytics Cloud. If somebody is interested to learn this, you can go with that. As a BW consultant, we usually consider this track. So a BW consultant should first learn Abap on HANA with CDS View, and then should go with SSC training. This is a good track to follow as a BW consultant for you. If you are a developer like me, then a track will be, you have to start with UI5. You have to start with Abap on HANA, then UI5, then Fiori Security. Then this is the track we refer for a developer, typical ABAP developer. This is the track we refer for a typical BW developer. So with this track completing, you call yourself a full stack SAP developer. Full stack SAP developer is like a all-rounder. He can do batting, he can do bowling, and you all know when IPL bidding happens, a all-rounder will get more money. As simple as that. That's a very straightforward answer. A all-rounder will get more money than just a batsman, just a bowler.
Hi Anubhav, this is Muhammad. I want to know, do you provide corporate trainings, customized corporate training for this type of things?
Yes,
And
we
how
do
can I
have.
contact you for that?
Yes, we do have corporate trainings on weekday hours. We do have that, and we have a specialized corporate training program where we can also customize training according to your need. You can just email us on contact@anubhavtrainings.com. It's the same process like you want to enroll for this training as an individual. You will be contacting us at contact@anubhavtrainings.com. That's our official mail ID. Just drop us an email. Even those who are willing to join the current course from tomorrow, please also drop us an email on contact@anubhavtrainings.com so that we can enroll you for the live batch starting tomorrow. Today was just a demo. Our actual classes, our first class, which is HANA introduction, starts from tomorrow. Please drop us an email on that. Corporate training minimum requirement, the batch size minimum has to be 15, and up to it can go to 30, 35. We recommend 30 to 35 number of students in a corporate training batch. This is dedicated training. Currently my slots are booked till end of this month, but again, if you are on Europe and US time zone, we can discuss. Probably evening slots may fit even for the current month. So that depends on the batch size, the timing you're looking. We have already a couple of bookings for the current month. I'm booked already for Analytics Cloud and Abap on HANA training with other corporates. But just to send us your requirement. We can discuss, debate. We can also have call with your SME, and accordingly we can plan.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Anubhav.
Hey,
Hi,
Ayush.
Anubhav. This corporate training and this training are different, means
No,
which you are
content wise
providing
both
right
are
now.
same. Content wise both are same, but what happens, in corporate training, let's say your team, you are building a team, and you say, Anubhav, my team is already working on ADT. We already know core ABAP, we already know new ABAP syntax, we already know HANA basics. Why don't you take us through more deep dive inside CDS? And we want XYZ topics. So in that case, you will send your topics to me. We will evaluate, we'll see where is the skill gap and which topic you wanted to extensively focus. So let's say I cover here 25 example in this training on CDS view, but you want to double the CDS example. You want 50 examples on CDS to be covered. Yeah. In that case, I
Okay.
can design a corporate training batch with only CDS training for you. And we've done that for many corporates where they say we want to only focus on CDS, CDS, and CDS. Teach us end to end everything on CDS. So in that case, we've designed a corporate training batch with 50 hour only for the CDS training. So there
But
you are
in
going
this
with a
training, you will provide end-to-end training,
in this
right?
training, we will
Apart
give
from
end to end.
CDS.
We will touch upon and give equal weightage to almost all the topics. Yes, of course, it's not
Mhm.
like we are not going to learn even deep skills. We are going to learn deep skills, but sometimes corporates have some of the corporates come with a exclusive scenario. Like I remember one corporate, they came up with exclusive scenario that we wanted to use standard SAP sales order table. Can you show us a scenario building views on a standard VBAC VBAP table in S4 HANA with CDS? So that requirement they come up with. Yeah, so we did that. Some requirement came from one corporate. They wanted to build a Fury app. In the training itself, they had a use case. They got a customer from Europe and they wanted to build a Fury app. So they said, okay, we will sit with you after the training and you give us additional 20 hours where you sit us and guide us and we will build a Fury app together as a team. So there we blocked like 20 hour for first training, ramping up, making them ready. Next 20 hour we dedicated for building a use case, which was customized use case, sitting with them and working on a live system. So that is something which we can plan for corporate. But usually I truly believe that you should go and complete things end to end, because you never know where the gaps are. You should ideally complete this
Yeah.
training. And if you want to go
Mhm.
corporate training, you can go corporate training. Usually corporates will go because they don't want to wait. They don't want to wait for the entire batch to complete, because this batch is going to run for 2 months. They wanted to fast track their
Okay.
learning 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day. They wanted to consume it so fast, and they want dedicated one-to-one consulting. In that case, they will go with the corporate training.
Yeah. Anubhav, are you the one who's giving corporate training, or do you have a separate team for this?
I have separate team which is going to assist me, but I will be the lecturer. But again, the slot, it depends on slot. So I will also be doing. We have different sort of option. I have a set of team members also. They also give it when my slots are not free. The material will be given by me. It will be signed off by me. It will be prepared by me. But the team members will be giving. But even I do that. It depends on the slot availability.
So, in this training, not in corporate training, you will provide the hands-on, and whatever the issue we will face during the hands-on, you will guide us, right?
Yes. So during the class, what will happen? I will not ask you to do hands-on. What I will do, usually my
Mm-hmm.
classes are structured for 2 hours on a weekend. So in this 2 hours, we will have
Okay.
almost 30 to 40 minutes of theory, because interview
Mm-hmm.
preparation is also important. Yeah. So theory, interview preparation, certification questions, important questions, this all we will cover. Then remaining one hour, 1 hour 20 minutes, we will be having live system demo like we saw today. Yeah, we had some theory, we discussed the use case, data set, everything, and then we did a live system demo also. So I will do like this and I will wrap up my class in 2 hours. Then you will go offline and you will practice as much as you want depending on your schedule. Yes. And then if you have, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
questions, so first you check my material which I will
Mm-hmm.
share with you, the PPT and everything. And then you will come back with questions. There are two modes. One, you can ask live in the next class. So towards the end of the class, I will open the line like today. And then you all will ask your doubts and questions right away in front of everyone. Yes, you will also listen to other participants coming from different geographical locations. What are their doubts? What are their perspective about a problem? And then that's where you also gain some insight. And then you will also can email me the questions. So this way we will cover. So here there is no time limit. After my 2 hour lecture, I will open up the line. It can extend 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour. I am free. I don't have any other appointments after 2 hours. So later on, you guys can take my time and we can discuss on the questions and answers and doubts of the last classes as well as current classes.
Can we download the video which you will
No,
provide?
except video, you can download everything, including material and PPT. So we will not allow video download actually.
Okay. So after 1 or 2 minutes,
So,
if you want to, yeah.
so Anubhav, if suppose we go for a video mode, then how
Mhm.
would be the process? Means within 1 month we have to complete all the
No, no, no.
videos, or
We
how
give
it would
eight
be?
months of access. So 8 month access is
Okay,
very simple, because 8 month, after 8 month, even the topics will new topics will come because technology is changing so fast.
right,
So
right,
and
right.
if somebody is not able to even learn 8 months, they can extend with a minimal fees, which is just a storage fee of the videos in the cloud. We will not charge
Mhm.
exorbitant amount. We will not charge the course fee again.
Okay,
So you can just extend the
okay,
videos for more time, a la carte basis. But believe me, my slowest of all student learned this course in 6 months. Slowest of all. If you feel
okay,
you
okay,
don't have
and
time right now, you don't have the time buffer right now to learn, don't join the course now. Join after 2 months or 3 months when you have the time, when you feel it is the right time for your career, when you feel it is the right time to learn a new skill, then you join the course, because I only want sincere student who really come and learn things. Don't waste your money and
okay.
time behind me.
Mhm.
If you that this is not the right time and you will be busy after, let's say, 1 week, and you will not be able to focus on the classes, don't join my courses.
Hi Anubhav, can you take the Fury apps in this training?
We will cover Fury apps which are built using template. Ayush, very good question. Sorry, I stopped you that time when you were asking some question. So we will be building Fury apps only using template option, which is here. So you will see the template option now. Using this, we will learn. But if you want to learn freestyle Fury app using XML view, JavaScript, component.js, router, route match handler, manifest JSON, then join my UI5 and Fury training, available as a separate training. We also have a batch coming about in next 15 days on SAP UI5 and Fury. If somebody is interested to learn freestyle Fury app development, then they can join that particular course also, this one. Here in this training, we're going to focus on Fury apps which are built using annotations, and we will be learning based on annotations and Fury elements. That is our focus will be in this course.
When Anubhav, when do you think will be the next batch for this particular training?
After 2 months.
After 2 months.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Anubhav, I have a couple of questions.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, so do you provide the certification materials?
Sorry, sir, we don't provide direct certification material, but we will discuss the questions, some important questions and also interview questions in the classes. I will give you that much of knowledge that you will be able to crack certification very easily. I have myself cracked the certification just by reading in the morning, and in the evening I cracked it. So just to show you my certification batches, I have already completed 6 certification already. So let me just open. So these 6 certification to become a full stack SAP developer, I have already completed, which includes HANA XSA, SAP BTP, SAP Fiori Security, Analytics Cloud, ABAP on HANA, and Fiori development. And this is something which I did during my first job, Oracle SQL. But these are all the SAP specific, and I did it in 2 weeks time actually.
Okay.
So, Anubhav, what is the cost for this total course, 2 months course? What is
Please
the total
send
cost?
us an email on contact@anubhavtrainings.com. They will guide you, because this is not an administration session. This is more of a technical and doubt clarification session. So you can just drop an email
Yeah,
on Anubhav Trainings.
understood.
Do we cover
Anubhav,
what
you
operations are
Is
about?
there any video
One
option is
by one,
available
please.
for UI5?
Sorry. Yes, video mode
Uh,
is also there for UI5. All my courses are also available in video mode with the latest 2021 content. And you can also see the teaser video on YouTube. So I can believe you can just trust me that there is no institute which give you teaser videos like this on their courses. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you will 100% find all the training different modules and their corresponding teaser video. So using the teaser video, just like a movie teaser, when you see a movie preview or movie teaser, when you see, you will get an idea of how that movie will be. Will that movie will be good, or will that movie will be bad? So you can go and check our teaser video directly on our website, on our YouTube channel. In this 3-minute teaser video, you'll get a complete picture of what we are going to cover in the course. And then you can also check the
And suppose
course content on our website.
if I have a doubt in video mode in UI5, so let discuss with you in the email or what?
Yes, you can shoot on an email, but we will give you so much of material that you will not get too much of doubt, because we will give you source code, PDF, PPTs, study material, extra material links, help documentation, hands-on guides, everything we will give you. So it is so well designed, and it is already proven, and people have used it to learn by themselves. You will not get even too much of a problem and hesitancy. We will give you complete source code also. So you can go through the source code actually.
So Anubhav,
Yes.
once we complete the course, in case anywhere that we need on-call support on the real-time scenario that we need help, so that on-call support is given by you. I mean, of course, those hours would be kind of paid hours, like 10 hours or 20 hours, whatever that we require.
So we
So
have
will
a
that be
development team which can help you for support, but again it depends on availability of the development colleagues. But please understand, I will not be able to do job support on the name of training. Do not take the expectations wrong. this training is just a training. It's not a job support. So taking a training doesn't mean that I will be supporting for all your customized requirements. I can give guidance if I feel it is a similar use case which I have personally implemented, but it's a industry with so many projects and use cases, and it will be very, very difficult to basically engage with each and every individual to understand their customized needs and build the application according to their customized needs. So please excuse me for that. That will not be possible in this training.
No. What I'm saying is not on the solution part. Let's say, for example, we are working on the requirement and we know like what we have to work. But only thing is if we are stuck in between and if we need the technical help,